Along Ukraine's northern borders, the soldiers on patrol know they'll be outnumbered and outgunned by any Russian invasion force. Just a few miles to the north of this fence, President Putin has amassed an intimidating military presence in both Russia and neighbouring Belarus. The Ukrainian frontier force have some token foxholes here, but this would be no match for the onslaught they could face from the north.
We have special units which react to any event. For example, if there is any provocation, then this reserve force will reinforce our units here in the quickest possible time.
They call this monument the Three Sisters, where Ukraine, Belarus and Russia's borders all meet. The frontiers here have remained unchanged since the end of the Cold War, but many are now wondering whether President Putin plans on redrawing the map by force. The road south from the border to Kiev appears largely undefended. The first major town along it is Chernihiv, where local citizens are preparing for the worst-case scenario. This territorial force would form the backbone of a people's resistance. Igor Beletsky teaches tactics and first aid. His classroom is full of weapons locals may have to use in anger. Outside, he shows me a Russian T-72, immobilized in eastern Ukraine 8 years ago, now a monument to the Russian threat and the hope it can be countered.
Let Putin stop the shedding of blood from our side and their side. We can be good neighbors, but if he finally comes to us, we will meet him with force.
The local army commander is blunt about the fate awaiting any advancing Russian troops.
They will get a warm reception, with plenty of coffins.
Today, President Putin laid flowers to mark the anniversary of the siege of Leningrad, a timely reminder of the cost of urban warfare in his home city, as he contemplates embarking on a conflict which some fear could be just as costly. Russian jets continue to arrive in Belarus, receiving the traditional welcome of bread and salt. As Russia appeared to dismiss America's written response to its demands, NATO should roll back its membership.
There are some things that give hope of starting a serious dialogue, but that's on secondary issues. There is no positive reaction on the main issue in this document.
Ukraine's foreign minister hit back with this blunt message to the West.
We reached the point when we really have to focus more on hard power rather than on soft power. This crisis is always a moment of truth. And this is why we speak about weapons, this is why we speak about economic sanctions, this is why we speak about the consolidated position of all of us, so that President Putin sees that there are no weak links.
People here know they could be on the precipice of a terrible war. Yet for now, many appear carefree, convinced President Putin is bluffing, hoping their children aren't about to learn the grim realities of war firsthand.